Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this brand new day in Hokey Smokes. Ow, 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 ow. I went to bed so late last night, and I was hoping to sleep in, and I woke up before 6 o'clock from pain. Yay! Thumbs up for that. I didn't get much done yesterday, and I'm going to tell that story, but first, oh boy, 2nd of September, fan on in the window. Door to my bedroom open and fan blowing air out. Other things open so that air circulates because we're gonna hit 90. Excuse me. On the 2nd of September 2023. Yay! Oh boy. Thumbs up for that. Anyway though, hopefully your day has been good. I don't have a ton to talk about. I've got some things written down, but not a whole bunch. Because the other day, I talked about how my life is just like a comedy of errors. No. My life is a failed sitcom. Because, oh boy, I had gotten absolutely everything turned in except for one thing that they needed. The notice from my rental company saying if you don't renew your lease, you have to be out by this day. Because it's a place for vets who are homeless or are at threat of being homeless. And with that notice, it shows that I'm not leaving just because, hey, I want to go move. It's because I can't pay. I got to move because they're bumping up the rent by another $100. I can't even afford $1,300. I can't afford $1,400 by myself, so yeah, of course I'm moving. So joy, and then I also had to show up for a UA. Now, I did walk out there yesterday. I had stuff to do, so it took time, and they have lunch from 12 to 1, and so I left here at about 12:30 so I would get there at just a little after 1 so that they would be off lunch and we could get all these things done. So I pumped myself full of fluids and started off on the walk. And it was a hot day. So I had to slather myself with sunscreen, all that. So I probably still got some on because I'm not able to wash all of it off. Yay! I gotta take a shower to get it all off, and I haven't been able to shower yet. Well, since I did this, since it was yesterday. Walked all the way out there. We drove to one place to get the UA done. They didn't do that sort of thing. So we drove to another place to get the UA done. They don't do that kind of thing. So she said, I'm very sorry. We're going to have to work this out. We had been told XXX, and here we're coming across Y. So I'm very sorry. We'll get this figured out. I'll give you a call when it's ready. So I walked all the way out there to do my urinalysis and couldn't. So 7-mile round trip in the hot sun to do nothing. I got back at about 2:15, so... Or was it 4:15? I can't remember. It was late. It was hot. And it was rough. So, yay! It was joyous. As in, not very joyous at all. On the other hand, well, I did forget to ask about my cat. And my sister says she had talked to them, and I just need a note or letter from a doctor, therapist, whatever, saying that my kitty cat is an emotional support animal, and I should be able to bring the animal, the pet, Amelia, with me to the tiny place. Now that's going to be rough because it's a very tiny place. People have said I should give a tour of the place. If I get in there, I'll be able to give a house tour, which will just be me standing there and taking a picture of it because it's tiny, really small. I mean, I honestly don't even know if I can take even one bookshelf in there. I don't know if it would fit. So I'm hoping I can, and so everything has got to go into storage at first if I get in there. Now, again, I did ask about the whole cannabis use. Hypothetically, if someone is using cannabis, what happens if? And so she just said, yeah, because there's two things that they ask you to not do, but they don't care there. And the two things that they ask you, two reasons that they ask you to not use in your room there or anywhere on the place is, number one, they're federal, and federally is still legal, and number two, there are people that are in recovery they're going to be staying there. And they don't need someone coming in and doing something that could jeopardize their recovery. Now, I understand that. I've gone through a lot of rehabs in the past. The last one that I went to was more open because it was a behavioral clinic. There's another word, but it's behavioral. They would help you do behavioral changes so that you could change your behavior based on what was happening. Some people, no matter where you are and what you do, would get alcohol delivered and then they get kicked out because they drank and they're in rehab. You can't do that. I never appreciated that because I was taking my recovery freaking serious. It was recover and stop drinking or die. So yeah, I did not appreciate people bringing stuff in that would jeopardize my recovery. So I'm not going to do anything to anybody else that could jeopardize their recovery. Yes, for some, cannabis can be a gateway. Thing is, of course, alcohol and tobacco are far stronger gateways. Like if you talk about a gateway, alcohol and tobacco and cannabis is way down here. But I understand. So yeah, I can store my stuff in my room, can't use on the campus or in my room. Now, again, they are doing the urinalysis. She was just saying, yeah, they're looking for the hard stuff because people in recovery, they're not looking for stuff like cannabis. So don't worry about the UA. So that's good. So once that's done, all my applications and stuff are in. They just need to get the background check done. They just need to have, there's a town called, well, it's a city called Bremerton. In it, there's all sorts of services, and it's a financial stuff like that where it has to go through for various applications. I just have to be approved. If I can be approved, then I am not only going to be there, but she voluntarily said, with all this stuff happening, why don't we get you an American with Disabilities Act room? And with the surgery and all that coming up, yeah, so hopefully, as tiny as it's gonna be, that's better than being homeless. So that's good, definitely. Now, after the walk, when I got home, I sat down here. I was exhausted, mentally, physically, emotionally. I fell asleep for a time. When I woke up, tried to just do as much as I could, and then after doing a 7-mile walk, round trip in the hot sun, still had to make a walk down to the local Safeway so I could get cat food and such for Amelia. So it was another long walk with my walker. Yay! And these, of course, my shoulders and my arms are just killing me because, hey, nerve compression. Thumbs up. Now, this is a sad story. I don't know where this, but here it is. This is one of the orange. This is an orange squishy. I've got they're scattered all over the place. Here's 2 squishy things here. It's hard to move my hand properly. Here and here, and there's other squishies that I've put around. They're scattered everywhere. I went down the stairs, and at the bottom of the stairs I looked down, and there was the orange squishy all covered in dust and gray. I had to wash it off, and it was I bet Amelia, who plays with round things that roll, went and got hold of it. This morning, I had to take stuff from off these 2 shelves because she likes to come down and stand in this one now. So she'll come down and stand and knock this stuff around because she stands and then parades down there. And then she's dragging stuff off with her paws to play with from up here. Which I don't blame her. She's bored. But I do blame her because they're my toys, not her toys. So, yay. Still though, I gathered everything up and things are here. So that's good. I need to take... Now, jumping subject, I still have, even though I'm going into a tiny place, if I get there, and I'm not sure where and how I'm going to be able to store the stuff, or even if I'm going to be able to get a bookcase, I still have a whole bunch of PDFs that I need to get printed and then put in a notebook so that I can read them and then play them, because even though I'll be moving into a tiny place, I'll still be able to play somewhere, somehow, do something. So that'll be good. Definitely a thumbs up for that. But I want to get them let me speak English. Get them printed so I can put them into page protectors that I've got and then put them into notebooks that I've got. So I've got the stuff already prepared. I just need to get the printing. And since we get $44 worth of free printing every month, might as well use that up. So yay on that. I'm going to hopefully get that done. Probably not today, since we're going to be hitting near 90, if not actually 90. So yeah, and I had my med manager appointment. We talked about all the various things happening in life. We talked about my reactions to them. 2 months before my next appointment, I got my meds, so we're good that way. Yay, the appointment was definitely an appointment, which is a good thing. Past that, the only thing that I really have written down on my list is just stuff that's basically creative stuff, and even at that, I don't have a lot of stuff that I've been able to think creatively. I've been trying to just go over things that I've already thought of, because right now, as I've mentioned, I got terror and panic, mental static, paralysis. It's rough. So, yay, and not a whole lot of room up there for actual creative thought and all that. I got a lot of stuff that I had been thinking of that are really, really, really hard to remember, but I might as well, checking my list over there, talk about a little bit of the creative stuff and what it's like, because I've mentioned that if you have the site so that you can use glamours to get to the razor's edge and then the inside. Now, for again, definition of terms, glamours are just anything that you can put a mental hook onto. You don't even really have to mentally worry about the glamours. They're out there, and anything can be a glamour. Technically, I mean, even this could be a glamour, because somebody passing through needs a hook, an anchor on your layer, so that they can continue passing through to where they're going. You cannot just walk on the ground to get where you're going, because places of stability are separated from each other by undifferentiated space, which is just superpositioned everything. There's 1,000,000 square kilometers per square meter on the razor's edge. So you never know what's going to be there when you go out into undifferentiated space. You're creating your own personal layer as everything drops out of the superposition, and as things from the observation effect and persistence, as you separate from the layer that you were traveling from, you're just on your own personal layer. You're not going anywhere except for exploring undifferentiated space, which people will do. And you can't get lost, because again, everything is a glamour. Now, how that works, everyone has a sort of phone book in their heads where it's from places that you know of or have been connected to, so that you can spark from your head going, I want to go here. On a quantum level, you're always sparking, trying to make connections. Every glamour is sparking, trying to make connections. If you, in one spot of stability in undifferentiated space want to travel to way over here, another spot of stability in undifferentiated space. When you make that connection in your head, when you go, oh, I would need to go to Tall Ned, you have a connection of, okay, made it. If something horrible happens, you get this feeling of like, boom, knocking your head against the wall as the connection isn't made. But your sparking, excuse me, connects with that sparking of that glamour, and the line is made. Effectively, it's like a silver line that you are hooking a guideline to, and then just traveling along that line until you get to your destination. That's the only way to travel from stability to stability. You can't just get up and walk there on your own. You have to travel via glamour. And so, no matter where you are, if you're lost on your own personal layer, all you have to do is think of home. Connection is made. You start traveling. You're walking through micro layer after micro layer, from glamour to glamour to glamour, following that line. No, I can't remember what the heck I was talking about with that to bring it all up, because I had to try and mention all this stuff. I think it was the horrible things that happened to at least the two places, because there is, ADHD is a wonderful thing, and I can't take proper ADHD meds anymore. I can't take Ritalin, I can't take whatever the other one is, because they are stimulants, and I almost had a stroke when my blood pressure went up so high because of Ritalin. So I have to use non-stimulant types of ADHD meds, and they like maybe knock it down from, Ritalin took it from like here to here, and then I could function. The stuff I take brings it from here to about here. I can barely feel the effects, but it's better than nothing. So I'm off in the middle of nowhere, wondering why I was talking about the glamours and traveling. But there you go. But yeah, when you get the site and you travel via glamour, that's what happens. I can't remember why, so yay. And I was thinking about other stuff, but after having that, I feel so upset with myself for having forgotten, even though I shouldn't be upset, but I am, so yay. Still though, I'm going to try and think about as many creative things as I can today. I'm going to try and walk up to the library to get that printing done. I'm going to try and do all sorts of stuff like keep a foundation going of habit and routine, and try to record a second video. So that'll be a good thing. Hopefully you can get done the things that you would like to get done. And I'd like to thank each and every one of my Patreon patrons. These are beautiful and awesome people that help to keep me and my aging calico kitty cat alive. Thank you very much. It is appreciated to no end. I would like to also thank each and every person who is not only a Patreon patron, but people who have in the past donated to my PayPal or have donated to my GoFundMe. Thank you, each and every one of you. It's still going to be rough moving, but that makes it a lot easier. Thank you so very much. I'm also going to go through, after I turn off this spotlight, I'm going to go through and thank how many people have left me comments in the past 24 hours. And if I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. And even though I can't American Sign Language, it's hard to use my fingers and stuff now. Yay. They'll move, precision-wise, a little bit harder. So, we have Jesse Koskinen, thumbs up, thank you very much for the compliment, it is appreciated and good to see you. Flora Mew, thumbs up, thank you, and don't worry, talk about the older stuff. It isn't intrusive, I don't mind, and greatly appreciated, thumbs up, thank you very much, always good to see you. JAYY, it is gonna be hot today, oh boy, but good to see you in the comments. And Joshua Bivens, hey, it has been a good long time since I've seen you in the comments. Very good too. Hopefully you understood what I'm talking about. What's the UA looking for? Hopefully, well, I've been told it's just the harder stuff, so cannabis shouldn't be a problem. Nexor EH, always good to see you in the comments. Hokey smokes. Yeah, it's don't worry about talking about bad stuff. If it helps for you to vent, please do. I always have a shoulder to cry on. So thumbs up. Good to see you. Wide Jack TV, thumbs up. Thank you very, very much. Adonis Rivera, I'm so sorry you've been sick, but it is good to see you in the comments again. I hope you're feeling better. We have Cyber Chunk, greatly appreciated, and MHF, thumbs up, thank you much, and still friends till today. I like the name, thumbs up and thank you. And then we have no one else. That is it. So thumbs up, thank you, each and every person that left me comments. You get me out of my head, into the world, and dealing with real people. Thumbs up and thank you much. Well, as stated, I'm going to try and do what I can do, including putting junk in boxes. I need to start getting this stuff done. I gotta throw out more stuff. Go through the rest of it. Yeah, it's fun. But hey, at least I'm not, hopefully, not gonna just hit the ground and then crash and burn. Hopefully, before I hit the ground, be able to start running so that I'm not just crashing face first. Hopefully you can get the hopefully you can get done the things that you would like to get done, because that would be a very good thing. So until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is a very good thing. And I hate being fatter again. It goes up to 220. I think I mentioned that. 220. I was at 165, which is too thin. I'd like to be around 180-ish or so, which means I am carrying 2 20-pound containers of cat dirt on my body that I wasn't just a few years back. 20 pounds of cat dirt is very difficult to carry. 2 of them is very hard to carry. I got 2 of them on my body that I'm carrying. Ugh. So now that this is ready to go, putting my hand in a high contrast area, you take care, and I will see you on the flip side. Yay!